Итак, здравствуйте, дорогие подписчики и зрители канала. Меня по-прежнему зовут Александр, и сегодня мы с вами играем в замечательную игру под названием The Outer Worlds. На самом деле она уже скучная, прям для меня абсолютно. Я попытаюсь ее допроходить, вот это дополнение, чтобы просто закрыть гештальт. Я надеюсь, хотя бы один человек, хотя бы одну минуту посмотрит это видео. Да, вот так вот. Чё? Оливье Амброуз, привет, как ты дела? Нормально? Ну хорошо. Так. Здесь еще телепорты по карте всратые. Быстро путешествие из жопы называется. Робот убитый. Так, возвращаемся на свой первый проходец. Первый проход. И там, по-моему, сюжетка дополнения примерно на 5 часов. Так, сначала лифт вызываем, да? А чё, не могу выйти? Вышел. Вполне себе вышел. Я даже не помню, какие... Ой, что ты меня пугаешь. Я даже не помню, какие оружия у меня есть. Забавно. Так, подожди. Задание. Елена Алкионская. Идеально. Это газовый гигант. Не знаю, как мы на него приземляемся, но по идее не должны. Да. Так. Кто там? Ниока и Сэм. Сэм Бриджес. Неплохо. А что там за вино такое, с каким-то зародышем или инопланетянином? Наверное, мерзко. Я бы, наверное, обычное вино попил. Нафиг эти искренности. Вау, целый ролик, мультик. Круто. Я весь во внимании. Здесь ролики какие-то слишком тормозучие в этой игре. Но ради справедливости их не так много.
Hello there. Hope your atmospheric entry wasn't too troublesome. As a guest of honor, you deserve the best in comfort.
Да я уж не сомневаюсь, что я заслуживаю лучшего.
Shipping underground or slug, as we like to call ourselves,
И чел у тебя на лице, Витилига.
I'm the Grand Colonial Head Bellhop. I'm here to grab your bags and direct you, the inspector, to the Grand Ballroom, which was the scene of the
Бальный
crime.
зал, нифига себе. Расскажите мне, что известно об убийстве?
I can try. I was the one who found Helen's body in the Grand Ballroom. Corpse wasn't in the best shape. Aside from that, I don't know a whole lot. Helen was supposed to host the unveiling for Rizzo's newest product, Spectrum Brown. Until you catch the killer, the unveiling's been indefinitely postponed. Helen's death has been a shock for many. A lot of people are inconsolable. Hell, even Black Hole Birdie, Helen's beau, has wandered off. Some folks think he had something to do with the murder, but I don't believe it.
He did it. It's always the boyfriend.
Emergency stain and accident disappearing goop capsules are currently low on capacity. Would you like to order a new 5,000 caps carton of goop for this unit?
Folks get heated when it comes to serials and their actors, I suppose.
Она была противоречивой личностью?
Not particularly. But I think some folks were jealous of her success, or otherwise viewed her as a threat. Reckon how she came about her fame didn't help.
А как она стала такой знаменитой?
Why, she was a natural. People fell in love with her. She managed to wrangle up a following all on her own. She ended up about as famous and high-runged as your average VP, which rubbed a lot of Byzantines the wrong way. Actors ain't supposed to get preferential treatment. Let's see here. Oh, I already spoke briefly about the spectrum unveiling, or lack thereof. It's still an awful shame. A lot of folks looking forward to that.
Я думал, что вы работаете на Слиз, а не на Рица.
I do. Rizzo's happened to rent out the Grand Colonial Ballroom from Slug for the unveiling. A nice mutually beneficial event. But the murder's gone and ruined that. Along with 9 out of 10 of my favorite serials. Anyway, I think I've held you up long enough. Once you're ready, head down to the lobby. The ballroom is just behind the elevators. Meanwhile, I'll grab your bags.
А сумки? Какие сумки?
You're making fun, right? Your luggage, belongings, kit, wherever you keep what you ain't wearing. You're still giving me a pretty blank look. Suppose it's none of my business, but do you just wear the same set of clothes all the time?
Нет, какая глупость.
See, you say that, but I still ain't seen no bags. Know what? Never mind, it's not my business.
Что-то начало немножко Обливион
напоминать. Anyhow, I'll look for you in the grand ballroom later.
Да.
Hope you can unravel this mystery,
там диалоги были в 100 раз интереснее. Если, мать его, не 200.
Greetings, Inspector.
Гость. Гвест.
I can't believe someone so famous as Альциону Helen to be the figure.
Понятненько. Понятненько.
Report. The immediate
I'll bet you 10 bits this is all just some sort of publicity stunt.
Welcome.
Black hole
В смысле нельзя пройти?
you know.
Давайте сохранимся сначала. А, можно.
Oh, thank the law. Inspector, you don't know how relieved I am to see you.
Давайте пропустим обмен любезностями. Я готов начать расследование.
I'm pleased to hear that. Our coroner has developed a device which may prove useful in your investigation. Our office has instructed her to hand it over to you.
Давай посмотрим.
Our office has instructed her to hand it over to you. Oh, please. You make it sound as if I'm turning over stolen goods. Behold, my discrepancy amplifier. Hold it in your hands. Feel the way it hums with ontological potential.
Так. Интересно. Я так полагаю, это устройство использует детерминированные расчеты.
You're rather sharp in your upper story. I can see why you're the inspector. The discrepancy amplifier uses a deterministic model of our universe to detect the discrepancy between what should be and what actually is. Then it renders any discrepancies visible by using the power of magnification.
Всеобщий план? Вы не кажетесь верующей.
Oh, goodness, no. I don't care for OSI doctrine. I just enjoy their math.
I'm contractually prohibited from endorsing off-brand technology, but I'll bend that rule just this once. You'll want to peer into the amplifier and examine the crime scene.
Ну давайте. Так. Ага. Урон 5, прикольно. Занимает целую ячейку оружия, зашибись. Давай.
The discrepancy amplifier is now operational. Greetings, designated inspector and/or unauthorized larcenist. This unit has detected a discrepancy related to Halcyon Helen. Unscheduled expiration of. Begin amplification.
Я вижу, у тебя установлена модульная аналитическая система. Что ты еще умеешь?
The discrepancy amplifier has been programmed with advanced speech recognition, scientific analysis, and deterministic calculus protocols.
Oh, you'll love this. Amplifier, tell the inspector about your features.
Please do not interrupt the discrepancy amplifier. The discrepancy amplifier is programmed to take instruction from its registered or designated inspector.
How curious. I must have set its impertinence levels to flagrant.
This unit's features include an automated personality simulator. This unit has been programmed to simulate joy and satisfaction in assisting you.
Приступим. Расскажи, что несоответствие тебе удалось найти.
This footprint stands out from the normally spotless floor of the grand ballroom. Typically, the ballroom is cleaned twice daily, which means this must have been made by either Helen or her assailant or assailants.
Так. Попробовать грязь на вкус.
Ah, I see you went to the Canid School of Detective Methods.
Вычислитель несоответствий. Совпадает ли размер этих следов с какими-то из твоими данными?
Footprint is a tailor-made 8.75, suggesting that its owner was very particular about their shoe size. It is also the exact size that Halcyon Helen typically prefers. There are traces of dirt throughout the footprint.
Я вижу среди грязи руку. Усилитель, анализ.
Excellent observation, Inspector. The following compounds have been detected. Purpleberry residue, nitrogen-rich fertilizer, common grass, fertilizer, and purpleberries can all be found in the purpleberry orchards located not far from the Grand Colonio.
Выходит, перед смертью Елена была в садах.
This deduction appears sound.
Good work, Inspector. I had a feeling we'd make some progress once we brought you onto the case. You'll need Administrator Ludovico to grant you access to the orchards. Contact him through the secure access terminal in your penthouse suite. Check in with the concierge. Your room should be ready by now. If it isn't, I may have to go shake someone by the collar.
А ты соответствуешь?
Think you're tough waving that thing around?
I knew I should have gotten her autograph when I had the chance.
This body has not been disposed of in a board-approved waste receptacle. Printing citation ticket 9554-PK.
I'm sorry, sir, but while the hotel is an active crime scene,
Я сначала
I
подумал,
regret
что
to
ты
inform
пацан.
you that all new bookings, room upgrades, room downgrades, and in-room massages are suspect. Oh, you're the special inspector. Mr. Kincannon warned me you'd be checking in soon.
Верно. Ключ от моей комнаты у вас?
Ah, yes. We are most pleased to offer you our grandest of grand accommodations, Inspector. The penthouse suite on our topmost floor is now available for you. The last guest left her belongings behind when she vacated unexpectedly, so we needed a little time to tidy the suite up for you. Simply call the elevator in the lobby, and our highly skilled operator will deliver you to your private floor with efficiency and cheer.
Очень интересный.
It certainly is a marvel of modern ingenuity, luxury, and ambition. Please allow me to answer any curiosities you might have about our building and the amenities on offer.
А чем пентхаус отличается от обычных номеров?
Twice the size of the next biggest room, and kitted out with any amenity you want, as well as many that you won't. Best to enjoy it while you can, Inspector. Typically, the only people who can afford the penthouse suite have enough bits to suffocate everyone on Terra 2. Also, please inform me if Woolridge gives you a hard time about getting a better room than his. Don't tell him I said this, but everyone on staff wants to strangle him.
Верхний уровень чем-то выделяется среди остальных?
Most certainly. All the important folks can be found in the utmost parts of the hotel. You can hardly walk 3 feet without bumping into a tossball grate or a bored exec. Though maybe don't bump into them. Could be harmful to your health.
Похоже, никто не говорит о нижних уровнях отеля.
Who would be interested in a staff-only area? Most folks never ask about the sewers beneath Rizzo's plant either.
Только не говорите мне, что в целой половине отеля нет ничего интересного.
Of interest to your investigation? Well, I suppose there is that one door we're not supposed to open. But I'm sorry, Inspector, I'm not authorized to grant you access to any staff sections of the hotel. You'll have to find a way in on your own. If you're sure.
Кто бы сомневался, среди ваших гостей есть высокопоставленные люди. Что вы можете о них рассказать?
My apologies, Inspector, but that would be a severe violation of guest
Надо ее
privacy.
убедить.
We here at the Grand
образом.
Colonial firmly believe that... All right, my supervisor just walked out of earshot. Some folks just don't understand the importance of gossip.
Вот
About
понятно.
whom? And what would you wish to
Давайте
know?
обо всех. Вы заметили что-нибудь необычное в поведении Елены Алкионской перед ее смертью?
You know, out of everyone here, I probably knew the least about Helen. I'm not much of an Aether Wave watcher myself.
Молодец.
And Helen always had a crowd of admirers chasing her, you see. So she rarely stopped to chat. Friendly enough, surely, but always seemed untouchable. Emphasis on seemed.
А с кем-то она была особо близка?
Everyone wanted to be around Helen. She could usually be seen alongside Bertie or Woolrich, for obvious reasons.
Говорят, у вас остановился Берти черная дыра. В каком месте, интересно?
Is he bigger than he is dumb, or dumber than he is big? I have a bet with a friend. Not sure we'll ever get it to pay out. Bertie used to be Helen's beau, though he isn't anymore, and not just because she's dead. If I had 1,000,000 bits, I'd spend everyone just to learn what caused their split.
Партнер Елены Вулрич. У него были мотивы желать ей смерти?
If looks could kill, he'd have put her in the ground 10 times over. Man's clearly jealous of her success compared to his. See, I'd bet we're the only two people thinking about him in all of Eridanos. And I only am because you mentioned his name. If you leave woolly cow milk out, it turns to curds. Leave the curds out, they begin to get stale, then rot. Woolridge is on his way to the trash bin, and everyone knows it. Either he's in denial, or he knew Helen would be checking out soon, judging by his increasing demands for a room upgrade.
Все, спасибо.
That's a shame, Inspector. What if I wanted to know a little about you?
Давай узнай поближе.
A dashing gunslinger type, then. I'm sure the investigation will turn out splendidly in your hands. Or at least Mr. Kincannon seems confident enough to believe so.
До свидания.
Put that away. You're making me nervous.
Прикольно.
Hello there, my inordinately esteemed guest. If my hello were any more earnest, this loudspeaker would explode. What authorized floor can I bring you to?
Давайте в пентхаус.
Next stop, the finest seat in the house.
Так даже. Автоматически. Ладно.
Inspector, I understand you've visited the scene of the crime. Halcyon Helen was an important cultural icon. She will be sorely missed.
Я до сих пор не понимаю, зачем вы наняли меня. Обычно я совершаю убийства, а не расследую их.
I will be plain with you. I'd prefer not having to hire you at all. This matter should be resolved by Rizzo's security. But Cedric owns the land complexes, so we have a jurisdiction problem. Constable Keene encouraged us to hire a third-party freelancer. Right now, you're the best chance we have at resolving this incident and getting on with our affairs.
Успокойтесь, я решаю проблему для неумеющих договариваться идиотов еще со времен Emerit Well.
I see. Well, I appreciate your candor. Yes, let's go with that. Back to the matter at hand. Tell me about your investigation.
Я только начал. У меня есть зацепка. Я не могу рассказать для чего, но мне нужен доступ в сады.
Your discretion is appreciated. I admit, I'm beginning to feel more confident in this arrangement. Here, I'm granting you access through the gates to the orchards. You're officially authorized to see this investigation through to the end. There is one caveat. Cedric's being rather intransigent about letting you into the spaceport. Possibly he's trying to hide something. Possibly he wants to annoy me. Possibly both.
Возьму на заметку.
You have a lead to chase. Law speed, Inspector.
Да. Я скоро вернусь. Именно закон мне и поможет, конечно. Конечно.
Hi there, Inspector. It might be a little beyond
В
my
сады
job
куда-нибудь.
description to ask, but at my heart I'm still a bellhop. Was the suite to your liking?
Я даже не знала, что номера бывают такие большие. Мне очень понравилось, спасибо.
Good. I'm glad. Now, I'd love to bring you to a floor of your choosing.
Давай для VIP.
Oh, so sorry, but you're not actually
Ну ты
authorized to
сволочь.
visit that floor. What authorized floor can I bring you to?
Ой-е.
To the lobby we go.
А, типа каждый раз выбирать? Это у нас получается место за место корабля или что? Ой-е-е. О. Перемещение эридан. Короче, мне опять бежать 100 тысяч миллионов триллионов километров. А что с картой? А, все. It is bag. Произошел bag, бывает. Ну что, бежим. Как идиоты. Да, смотри, даже мостик есть. Самое главное, чтобы на этот мостик нас пустили. Ко мне идешь? Лили Варгас, твою мать. Что у вас есть интересного? Вам ведь это не нужно, правда? Ладно, что эта баба скажет?
Swear to the architect, Matthias.
Капец,
You've lost your
наркоманка
rifle's
какая-то.
ionization coil again. Oh, wait, you ain't part of my crew. What do you want?
А вы в порядке? Кажется, вы на взводе.
Tightly wound? Tightly wound? Damn right, I'm fine. I'm going to my calm place, where there's peace and quiet, and none of my sprat-fucking subordinates can bother me. On behalf of Slug, I'd like to apologize for that outburst, as well as all of my future outbursts. Yes, I'm a little wound up. You would be too. Between the landing pad, lockdowns, gate closures, and constant questions from angry guests, I've got a lot on my plate. And if that don't beat all, one of my crew is AWOL.
А кто-то пропал. На самом деле я инспектор и могу заниматься этим делом.
If you're serious, I'd appreciate the help. He's been missing a few days.
Сразу такая добрая стала, да? Когда узнала, что мы инспектор. Хорошо, я этим займусь. Есть какие-то важные детали.
The missing crew member's Evan O'Connell. He's one of about 2 slug agents I can trust with more complex tasks than stand here and look tough. Friendly type. Well-behaved, followed orders. Anyone else, I'd think they got drunk and fell asleep in a ditch somewhere, but O'Connell's not really the type. He was last stationed at the Wilderness checkpoint. I'd search there first.
Я этим займусь. В скобочках вряд ли. Летели. Следы, следы, следы. Ребят, вы там успеваете? Они каждый раз, походу, заново спаунятся, да? За спиной. Оу. Все. Вторая. Хватит. Ребята, чё? Чел просто завис, короче. Нехорошо так зависать. Вы чё? Перегруз, заебись. Разбираем тут пушки. Пушки детям, не игрушки. Потом посмотрим, что есть интересного. Из остатков. Надо бы торговца найти. Так, кто? Вниз как? Только по лестнице, неинтересно.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Что за...
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Не взломать, сука. Немножко не хватает. Угу. Наверху? Угу. Понятно. Ясненько. Так, только один вопрос, как наверх попасть. Может, только через АВО. Может быть так? Пока бочки не взорвались, да, можно по ним прыгать. Не падай. С разбега. Не хочет. Блин. И ты печально. Наверное. Надо было это что-то. Ну, вообще. Нет, да? Лишних. Ладно. Вообще вариант еще отсюда. Там никак, смотри, там перила. Вариант. Пытаться сделать так. Здесь, смотри, будут специально для нас сделаны. Подпор какой-то интересный. Розовый костюм.
The garb on this security guard identifies him as a member of the Rizzo's corporation. His rank would have been that of jawbreaker or higher. This security guard has experienced premature expiration.
Так, это все, что ты сможешь сказать, да? Я за этим сюда лез. Обшарпай его. Так, ну-ка. Почтить память.
Would you like to steam clean this blood-stained uniform? Say yes within 10 seconds to confirm.
Чё? Ради 3 кредитов это было? Блин, зашибись. Супер интерактив называется, да? Что? Давайте ко всем сходим.
It's Rizzo's.
А что у тебя с шеей?
Welcome to the Purpleberry Nut Hut, you wonderful, wonderful customer. Thank you for giving my humble existence value.
You, doing all right?
I sure am. Good lamps you got on you to take notice.
А что у вас на шее?
Oh, that? I call it my little passenger. I don't know why. The name just appeared in my head when this thing showed up on my neck.
Не двигайтесь, я отрежу это от вас.
Don't you dare! Or I'll cut something off you! Gosh, I'm sorry. I don't know where that came from. I just felt this urge to protect my little passenger, even if it means hurting you.
Это совсем ненормально. И как долго вы в таком состоянии?
Couple of days. Ever since it showed up, I've been feeling happier and happier. I really can't imagine life without my little passenger.
Итак, где вы нашли своего маленького пассажира?
I don't know. It just appeared one day. I guess I just picked it up while working in the orchards. Sometimes I wonder how it showed up, and I start to worry. But worrying feels bad, and I hate feeling bad. So I don't worry about it.
Слушайте, это все, конечно, здорово. Может, лучше сменим тему?
Now I'd love to get you something. Maybe a couple somethings? Whatever you like, I can sell it to you at a low, low price.
Цена-то низкая. Скажи. Пушки. Что это? А, понятно. Ясно.
Our alcohol stocks are larger than... Hi again.
Так, что-то еще было? Можешь что-нибудь рассказать про сады?
I'm so glad you asked. The orchards are my third favorite subject.
Понятно, значит, в этих садах растут эти говноштуки с шеей, да?
Rizzo's toothsome confectionaries. Our orchards are the source of 63% of Rizzo's total produce, which correlates to 112% of fresh goods throughout all of Halcyon. Give or take a few percent, of course. If you want to know more about each part of the orchards, might I recommend one of our fantastic tours? One of our options is even audio-guided as a special bonus feature.
Расскажи мне побольше про экскурсии.
Oh, I'm so glad you said that. Our tours are my fourth favorite subject. Every part of the orchards is so rich with Rizzo's lore. Buy a tour ticket and anoint yourself with knowledge.
Есть какие-то варианты?
We have 3 tour options: Premium, Premium Plus, and the Golden Ticket. Each option is wonderful in its own special way. Premium includes a 10-minute pass to the Sprat Petting Zoo. Premium Plus comes with the novelty Purpleberry and Amber, and the Golden Ticket is audio-guided in addition to being self-guided.
Давай.
Which kind would you like?
Давай золотой.
You're in luck. We have one left. Normally there are 100 bits, but seeing how I'm sold out of everything else, I can give it to you for just 90. How does that sound?
Так, извиняюсь, надо было буквально на секунду отлучиться. Уж простите, так, заплатить 90 битов, давай. Елена Алконская перед смертью посещала эти сады. Ты ее не видела?
No, I'm sorry. The only celebrity who shopped recently is Black Hole Birdie. Quite the affable man, as it so happens. And the stories are wrong. He could probably lift 2 benches of tossball players at once, not just one. Laws, not just affable, but virile, too.
Настоящий силач.
Ooh, wait a minute. Now that his beau's dead, that means Birdie's single. Maybe I'll strike up a little more than conversation the next time he comes by.
Что? Ты же знаешь, что Берти подозревает в убийстве Елены?
Oh my! Birdie, a murderer? Well, everyone has their flaws. I'll be sure not to bring it up on our first date.
Знаете, я вот здесь тоже поискал несоответствие.
And if sabotaging the orchards weren't enough, you had to make it personal. You really had to bust my Insta coffee maker too? The nerve.
Hold that asinine thought. Who was this armed stranger who just wandered into your office? Back up for a fight you can't finish?
What the hell are you talking about? I don't know this fella. I think it's mightily more likely that he's under your payroll. Here to burn down what you haven't already.
Пока что я человек независимый, но это обстоятельство может... Я расследую убийство, вы на меня не отвлекайтесь.
I see. Just a visitor then.
Тебя брови накрашены,
Hathaway. Not everyone's abandoned your orchards.
Well, shame that you're trying to change that. Anyway, sorry for the heated reception, stranger. There's just been some trouble here of late. Name's Overseeing Orchardist Hathaway, and I'm in charge of these orchards. Though it seems like certain groups, which will remain unnamed, are trying to change that. Looks like I'm stuck playing the part of customer service rep. Guess it's different from the usual, at least. Something I can do for you?
Кто-то что-то говорил про саботаж.
Yeah. Just another woe to add to the pile. In the past, the orchards subcontracted security work from Slug. You know, keep the malcontents on staff from causing too much trouble. But between the Spectrum Brown unveiling demanding all of our resources and the recent uptick in worker accidents, we just ain't got the budget for security. And, of course, Slug has decided that instead of being reasonable, they're just gonna sabotage our operations until we start paying them again.
Look at the poor Rizzo's manager, lying about Sublight to make himself feel better. Shame he skipped where Rizzo's was short on our payments months before the new unveiling.
Look, at the end of the day, it's obvious that Slug is sabotaging us. I ain't paying until they come clean.
Думаю, я могу разобраться, что происходит на самом деле.
Thank the law, some good news. You hear that, lapdog? Truth's coming. Better fess up while you still can outside of an interrogation room.
While I'm sure you'd love to have a scapegoat on whom you can pin your own incompetence, I suspect you'll be disappointed.
Интересный разговор, интересный. Я уж даже поспать успел, наверное. Ага, 100 раз. Все вам принесу, все вам сделаю. Обосритесь только. Ну? Есть несоответствие. Ну-ка.
These footprints match the shoes previously analyzed in the grand ballroom. There is a 110% chance with a 10% margin of error that they were left by Ruth Bellamy, the actress known as Альциону.
Изучить глубину следов и расстояние между ними. Ну. Ага.
High traffic areas are the most susceptible to mud stains and ground-in soil buildup. Deploying tarmac shampoo and spit-shine servicing now.
Так, Елена торопилась, и она думала, что ее не преследуют.
Sam never chases the competition. We're always a step ahead.
Прикольно. Что, может, еще где есть? А ты кто?
Well,
Тоже контуженный.
hello there, valued visitor. I am sure sorry to break it to you, but our orchards are closed to all officially guided tours at this precise moment in time.
Another one of those smiles. Starting to think there's something in the water, Cap.
Да дело не в воде, а в
Why,
растении.
thank you! Rizzo's encourages all workers to put on a happy face when engaging with valued customers. Rizzo's does beseech you to please purchase one of our self-guided options if you're wishing to join one of our rejuvenative,
Да я уже
relaxing,
приобрел.
reformatory tours. Now with a Puzzle Hedges trademark maze hunt and special edition taste testing for an extra 35 bits a ticket.
Я здесь не как гость, я провожу расследование.
What kind of investigation? You wouldn't happen to be from the health
А что,
inspection office,
у вас
would you?
проблемы? Угадал, инспектор Аларос прибыл для проверки безопасности жизнедеятельности ваших растений.
Oh, drat. This distresses me, and I do not like feeling cross. I warned the orchardist this could happen when we halted our monthly bribe to Slug. They were always a reliable go-between, regarding inspections before now. So, what might you be looking to find out, Mr. Inspector?
Главный садовод уже обрисовал мне детали ваших взаимоотношений со Слиз.
Did he now? Well, that sounds about right. He has been mightily outspoken in his disdain for Slug in recent months. The overseeing orchardist had the last groundskeeper deliver a contract termination in the place of our regular payment. Rizzo's decided we don't need their services anymore. See, with our new morale-boosting medical treatments, our employees are much more productive. No need for unsightly intimidation tactics.
А что за терапия такая, мать твою?
Sorry, I'm not at liberty to say. Trade secrets and all that. You understand, I'm sure.
Мне нужно проследить маршрут Елены Алконской через ваши сады.
Well, you are in luck. She passed right
А,
by here
молодец,
the other day.
слил себя.
I thought she'd hired a private tour at first, but it was Dr. Blossom who was showing her the way to the RR and DD labs. Can't imagine why she'd need to meet with our head researcher on the Spectrum product line outside of her lab hours. Unless, of course, it had to do with the new product unveiling.
Елена была лицом рекламной кампании коричневой спектральной водки.
That's right. She was.
А, это типа мы в Россию попали, да? Елену убили, она там была лицом какой-то водки. Понятно, короче.
I can't rightly say. All I know is one of our certified tour guides could have given her a much more comprehensive tour of the grounds were that her interest.
Вы случайно орудие убийства не видели? Скажем, бутылки яда или дымящийся лазерный пистолет или испачканный кровью тупой предмет?
Can't say that I have. We use bad batches of liquor for our pesticides. Only the exterminator mechanicals are armed around here. And I haven't seen any bloody objects aside from the usual pair of gardening shears. Unless, that is, Miss Helen was also stung to death by pollinization mosquitoes? She wasn't, was she? That would be a mighty wretched way to go.
Смертоносные опылители аскиды?
Pollinization by killer mosquitoes, indeedy. It's cutting-edge Rizzo's technology. But don't you worry, valued visitor. Our pollinization cycles only run when the orchards are empty, for safety reasons. When a pollinization cycle finishes or is aborted, all mosquitoes are biologically programmed to return to the hive, their holding pen. Of course, the very last thing Rizzo's would want is a beloved tourist bumbling into the hive and triggering an unscheduled cycle. So you'd best steer clear of it for safety. You'll know the hive by its big, glimmering electric fencing.
Вообще, у меня тоже есть золотой билет.
Well now, you certainly are an individual of refined taste. There are folks who defend the premium option and its sprat petting zoo, but once you've been bit by one sprat, you've been bit by them all. Of course, tours of any access level must be suspended during a scheduled pollinization cycle. Our mosquitoes are quite territorial and have been known to sting both workers and visitors alike.
Ты местный смотритель?
Yes, indeedy. I've got the wondrous honor of having just been promoted to third keeper of the grounds after the last one disappeared on the job. Gosh, I guess about a week ago now. Before my morning clock-in last Sunday, I was but a lowly nanner peeler picker on the line shift. Now I'm responsible for growing every twig and berry on this vast swath of fertile land.
Вам не кажется подозрительным, что предыдущий смотритель неожиданно пропал?
Heaven sweet, no. It's not like he was murdered. He simply disappeared without a trace and hasn't been heard from since.
Интересно.
And the groundkeeper before that one? Well, she wasn't missing at all. Her body was found near hive control, covered head to toe in thousands of welts. No mystery, and certainly no murder with what happened there. I mean, you can't exactly hold some mosquitoes on trial. Accidents do happen on the job.
Стоп, нет, мы не будем заметать под ковер исчезновения смотрителя. Что, никто не знает, что с ним случилось?
Can't speak for others, but I most assuredly don't. I reckon you could talk to my supervisor, the overseeing orchardist. He would know more. I used to ask questions, but gee, I just don't feel the urge to anymore.
Думаю, я узнал все необходимое.
I do hope this pleasant conversation has made me useful to you. Rizzo's likes it when we're useful to customers, and I like anything Rizzo's likes.
Вы в порядке? Вы какой-то излишне счастливый.
Why, you say that as if it's a bad thing. I am quite overcome with happiness, indeed. You won't find a Rizzo's worker in all of Eridanos who isn't 100% thrilled in their day-to-day existence. It's part of our brand manifesto.
Это еще почему?
Happy workers lead to happy customers. Happy customers are repeat customers. And repeat customers make the charts look better on our weekly profit reports. So if nothing else, it's my responsibility at all times to smile, smile, smile. And you know what never fails to bring a smile to my face? The breathtaking tours we offer throughout the orchards. Seasonally available for purchase in the Nut Hut.
Билет на экскурсию я уже купил, но я хочу больше знать про сады.
An excellent decision you most certainly won't have cause to regret. Now, presently, you're standing smack dab in the pride and joy of Rizzo's nearly natural product development sector. We call this fecund landscape the Purpleberry Orchards, since that's our main crop. But we also sow and grow mock apples, nanners, pea-free nuts, carmack, and more.
Я думаю, все.
I can't stop you from poking around, but do be mindful of our pollinization hive. Mosquitoes tend towards aggressive at the best of times. There's a reason why we keep them behind an electric fence, you know.
Ну? Где? А, вижу. Все вижу. Так, воруем.
Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as
понятно, она в ту сторону пошла.
What could that have been?
Буйный. Лох. Лох. Сейчас ничего нету? Есть, смотри, броник. Да че ни разу тебе не попал? Как так-то, думай? Жирненько, да, чёлка? Да давай. Прикольно. Угу. В принципе, осталось недалеко.
Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Timeline discrepancy. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased.
Stand in awe before our huge Rizzo's Hothouse Conservatory trademark. This building hosts almost as many plant breeds as we have delicious products. Almost. Are you wondering about that omnipresent warm and fragrant mist? That's just our all-natural fertilizing spray, made of pureed sissy pig waste products. From nature, back to nature. Our spray is part of the cycle of life. Note, Rizzo's discourages inhalation of its safe and natural liquid fertilizer. In case of accidental inhalation, please record any unusual effects and give that record to the nearest Rizzo's employee as quickly as possible. Remember, you are part of the Rizzo's family. Be kind to your family.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Congratulations, Inspector.
Hey, what are you doing in here? Are you authorized to be
Так, смотри-ка, а он-то не заражен. Хотя находится в самом центре. А может быть, ты тут растения свои выводишь, а? Для долбанного гипноза.
Conveniently rendering our marriage contract null. You must be the new groundskeeper? I can't be it either.
Последний еще не умер. Прикол. А ты вот ждешь, когда они все подохнут, да, сволочь? Так, ложь. Первый вариант правильный. Я вернулся с того света, чтобы отомстить.
Very funny. If you were Edna, you would have stabbed me in the throat halfway through the second
Не,
word of
мужик
my
прикольный.
first question.
Мне уже нравится.
Though you do smell a bit like her, like blood and starship grease. You must be that freelance inspector.
Ща разнюхаю, не бойся. Я тут и штаны твои понюхаю. Дрочил наверняка вчера.
Standing up like this makes a body forget how stiff he gets, bent over plants all day. Oh, seems I'm not as young as I feel.
Елена Алкионская проходила здесь.
Indeed.
Да, тем более мы следы нашли.
With no heed for anyone else. Good thing none of my charges were damaged. Starlet or not, I would have had a harsh word for her. I heard she pushed her way into a tour of the RR&DD labs not soon after. She's just a serial actress. Yet she acts like she's deserved of the same access as a co-CEO. Well, she's not going anywhere ever again. Which is a shame, of course. Taken too soon and all.
Вы ботаник, верно? Чем вы занимаетесь для Рица?
I sit inside and I look at plants. Goal is usually to make Rizzo's fruit products hardier and sweeter, but for every success, there are a couple of hundred failures. Example, tried breeding native Tripicale with a foreign strain. Would have called it Hexticale. In the end, it bred so fast, workers were swallowed up before they could harvest it. That one, I think, can be attributed to the waspitos. Some lament their irritability, but their productivity is unmatched. What's a few dead workers in the architect's designs?
Поверь на слово.
You'd be the first to. Everyone else just says, I got bark instead of a heart. They just don't understand me, not like my plants do.
До свидания.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Альциону Helen.
Буйный носитель.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the
Его
deceased
бы и
actress
снайперки
known as
вынести.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known. Timeline discrepancy. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Альциону Helen.
Получается, везде было?
Timeline discrepancy. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Альциону.
Подливает он пестициды.
Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the
психи. Иди. Говно. Я отправляю еще. Не сильно. Мой робот сильнее отправляет. Ты медленно нашел. Кстати, почему у врагов есть оружие, которое стреляет кислотой, а у главного героя нету? При этом, когда он стреляет кислотой, и ты убиваешь его, то у него лежит кислотное оружие, которое стреляет обычными пулями. Что это за фигня? Тихо, горилла. Уйди! Забыл. Вот ты подрался, ты забыл, куда идешь. Ты даже не показывается примерно.
Timeline discrepancy detected. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Альциону. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Альциону.
Хера место, на самом деле. Облучи. Это чё? Попутал, не? Как пить? Я забыл. Меня какашками кидаются. Пьяный охотник. Пьяный охотник, зашибись. Дядя Валера. Молодцы, ребят. Смотри, там тоже отметено. Идеально. А что ты не говоришь? А, это я говорю.
Bits of wicker detected, embedded within the chunks of dark matter. Wicker is not a known ingredient of the dark matter product.
Смотри, это конец плюшки. Клюшки. Плюшки.
The only members of a tossball team strong enough to crack a stick in two are the dedicated hackers, like Black Hole Birdie. Whatever Ms. Ruth Bellamy must have relayed to the tossball hacker during their picnic together instigated a furious increase in his usual strength threshold by 52%.
Let's not jump to conclusions. There are drunk primals stomping around. One of them could have broken it.
Отличная карта доступа. В VIP-палату, да? Смотри-ка, теперь меня квест ведет. Теперь мне квест ведет. Ну, давайте посмотрим, куда еще могу сбегать. Потому что тут дофига этих направлений. Красивые грибы выросли. Психи. Да блин. Пойдешь меня. Вот вы ребята, вообще молодцы. Что-то слишком... Да, не очень странно. Что это? Понятно, короче, это я случайно по квесту пошел. Понятно.
This canister contains a high amount of vinegar in addition to water. Warning. Use of vinegar, a known herbicide, on purpleberry saplings is a violation of Rizzo's agricultural standards.
Усилитель несоответствий. Где обычно хранятся эти канистры?
These canisters can typically be found in the nursery storage building in the purpleberry orchards, except for this one, which can be found here.
Значит, подробный химический анализ.
Chemical makeup of substance. 50% water, 50% vinegar. Trace amounts of woolly cow feces also detected.
Пути. Лаборатория Никер. Господи, чуть меня напугал своим звуком поливания. Поливщик. Ух ты. Да давай, что ты не нажимаешь, ты глючишь опять. Смерть, смерть. Вау. Эу. Задолбал. Мужик, ты чё? Заблевался. А, твою мать, что ты падаешь-то? Так. Может, ты меня привел к чему-то интересному. Спасибо. Но ты все равно лох. Бывает. Сразу все зарослось. Так, а интересно, есть там другой вход какой-нибудь? Какой-нибудь? Нет? Даже через верх нельзя. Там всякие потайные ходы, да, чтобы сделать эту игру более неожиданной. Так, ладно. Ладно, так тоже сойдет.
Hello? I can hear you out there.
То есть это сюжетные фишки не несет, да? Просто так использовал навык взлома. Ну, хотя бы он не тратится. О.
How in the aether did you get in here? You're not a Rizzo's authorized. Oh, void it all. What does it even matter now? What do you want? Speak up and quickly if you will.
Ложь. Хорошо, что она прокачана так. Внеплановая проверка. Мне нужно осмотреть комплекс и получить доступ к вашим компьютерным системам.
Oh, please. Do I look like some simpleton groundskeeper to you? You do know I possess one of the highest IQs in all of Eridanos.
Ага, так вот почему вы работаете в заброшенной лаборатории без персонала.
Okay, Rungleach, you got me there. But it's not run down. It's merely, under a state of duress due to an outbreak of pandemonium at the moment. You see, I've found myself in a bit of a pickle. Some of my lab techs have turned rather aggressive following a recent experiment gone awry. Hence why I've barricaded myself in the lab.
Убеждение. Вы можете хоть чем-то мне помочь, твою мать?
Yes. I suppose I should make myself useful. Let me think. I know. I can remotely unlock the supply closets in the lower levels of the lab. Perhaps you'll find some useful apparatus or two in them.
По пути сюда на меня никто не напал. Почему вообще-то нападали? Почему бы вам просто не убежать?
And lose my life's work? Want me to just burn my lab and my entire future to the ground over one experiment that's gotten rather out of hand? No, I think not. We merely need to clean up the mess, so to speak. Reset the lab back to functional parameters.
Need a cleaner? Call Sam. Our units
Господи, Сэм, молчал бы.
Staff can be replaced, you know. Research data? Now that's invaluable.
А чем вы тут занимались, чтобы на вас напали ваши же ученые?
Oh no. They're quite unaware of their actions, I'm afraid. We're a research and development branch of Rizzo's, focused primarily on the Spectrum vodka line. But the specific research that goes on in this facility is utterly confidential. You understand?
В смысле, у меня... Ладно вам, я никому не расскажу. Блин, у меня убеждений не хватает.
Call me a
Как так?
skeptic, but no, I don't believe it would be. Loose lips sink new product ships, you know?
Блин. Ладно, забудем об этом.
Happily, of course.
Я могу вам помочь, но потом вы обязательно ответите на мои вопросы.
Excellent. You have my gratitude, and soon you'll have my knowledge of Miss
Срочно,
Bellamy's
ребята,
recent
убеждение.
visit as well.
Срочно
Now,
убеждение.
if you'd rather not kill my lab techs during this cleanup, I believe you can dispense a sedative gas from a terminal in the utility room.
All types of defilement must be vaporized with extreme prejudice.
The door to the lower labs is sealed for our safety, so you'll need to take the elevator down. I'll unseal the access hallway for you now. Do take care.
Все в противогазах, а ты одна бессмертная, походу. И смотри-ка, там какое-то супероружие, наверное, научное хранится. Прикольно. Ладно, ребят, давайте, наверное, на этом закончим. Потом продолжим. Сейчас никто не хотел смотреть мой стрим, поэтому смысла снимать сейчас больше нет. Надеюсь, в следующий раз людей будет больше. Вообще, на самом деле, не угадаешь, когда будет там 10 человек, когда 100, когда никого. Вот. Ребят, так, подписывайтесь, ставьте лайки, пишите комментарии. И как в народе говорится, всем пока.